Dear Diary, today I take the next step in being an ADHD Life Coach at Indigo Hub. I can't believe it's happening. I want to build, create, and discover a place for us to truly be ourselves. I think this journey will be the Indigo Diaries. Dear Diary, welcome world to the Indigo Diaries, and welcome to our exciting new series, Series 3, The World Through Our Eyes. With your host, me, Natasha Hickling. The Indigo Diaries is a podcast for those who want to learn about ADHD through others' experiences. Welcome back, everyone. And I'm very excited to be here. And I cannot believe that this is Series 3. And this is the brand new and probably long-lasting series. And I'm excited to finally introduce it to the world. So where we left off in Series 2, I was training to be an ADHD life coach. And guess what? I finished the studying part of my course and I finally begun Indigo Hub, my business, as an ADHD life coach. And my field is families, young adults and couples, and obviously children and adolescents. And I'm so excited to start that. And I'm really excited, to start coaching and start getting clients and things like that. But this is one of the most exciting things that I'm excited for when it comes to Indigo Hub, is really bringing this series to you. It's took me a long time to think about Series 3. I've been thinking that I really wanted to bring something different and fresh to your ears. And obviously keeping in alignment with my philosophy and my belief as a coach, my belief as an entrepreneur, my belief as a fellow person with ADHD, and also as Tash. And I want to keep it really close to my heart, but I also want to use my knowledge and skills of an ADHD life coach and bring fresh perspectives that can really benefit people. And there are so many ADHD podcasts out there now that are amazing. And I really wanted to bring something very different and unique, because guess what? We all are very unique and different. And that's exactly what I wanted to bring to the listeners. So I'm going to kind of introduce very kind of briefly what you'll be expecting from this series. And it is very different to the other series. I will still continue with Series 1 and will be, reaching out to people to find people to come on Series 1 that want to explore about their life and want to explore about the world through their eyes. And I'll be getting experts and things on there. But I really wanted to bring something different to this series, not just interviewing people like in Series 1. That's what Series 1's all about. And I really wanted to bring something very, very unique that will also keep interesting. So I'm not even going to keep going on. I'm just going to get started. So in this series, this is what you'll expect. You'll expect 4 different types of episodes, which will vary week by week. Sometimes I might bring 2 of the same or 2 different. It's just going to be 4 different types of different sort of episodes. Okay. This is why I wanted to do this. It keeps it interesting, which is key for listeners, right? People with ADHD like interesting things that keep us hooked. So that's what I wanted to do. And for myself to keep the purpose, because I am going to try and keep doing it every single week from now on with no weeks off. I'm going to try. So I really wanted to keep it interesting and fresh. And I wanted to keep it relevant, but also I want to make it for you. I want to make it for people that need it. And that's a big thing that I really wanted. And I understand that, it is going to be an ADHD coach, field. But I understand that coaching is still quite a new field, but it also is an investment. And, a lot of people I know sometimes don't go to coaching because of the prices, or because it's not sustainable in their country, or because they can't find the right person that's for them. So I wanted to kind of bring as much help as possible into this podcast where, if you're in a place in the world or a place in your life where coaching is not an option for you right now, then there is another option. And that's why this is all about you. And I'm going to tell you about how you can get involved and things like that. And that's what I really wanted to bring. I wanted to bring this It's kind of like, if you can't go to coaching, it's not reachable, it's not accessible, then there is another option. And that's what I wanted to bring. So what are we going to get from this podcast and those 4 different types of episodes that I talked about? So number 1 is pick brain sessions. Basically, it's questions from audience that I may get from clients or from my support group or from social media platforms, where I'll bring experts in, so other coaches, to discuss these questions. And it's basically very much on you, or questions that they've heard or bring up. It's basically questions that we will answer and we will give our advice on based on what we know and based on our expertise. So if I have a lot of questions about parent coaching, I might bring a parent coach on. I have a lot of things, and I will find specific experts for those specific questions. So I can talk about how you can get involved with that at the end, but that's that session. They're really about questions that people give, and then we kind of discuss them. So kind of question answer, but pick the brain sessions. And I really like that, bringing different experts in, because everybody has different opinions, different views, and different expertise and specialists. So it will be really nice to get those specific things. Now with the next one, number 2, we're going to call them open mind sessions. And this is where I'm going to discuss a topic of interest. It could be a topic from the questions that I thought needs more exploring. It could be a topic that I've heard from a client, or the same, really things that are relevant to you or myself. I really want to make it relevant for people today. Okay. So I will discuss topics of interest and then have reflections and awareness questions for you. So it's really about getting you involved. Okay. So what I will do is kind of like in the first half, I will discuss topics of interest, do a bit of reflections, and then at the end I will give kind of awareness questions, reflections for you to get thinking at home, stuff for you to do at home to help you reflect on that topic. So that's I'm really trying to engage the audience and try and get them involved. So that's number 2. I'm going to bring 3 and 4, but first we're going to go to the break, and join us after the break where we'll go to the next one, and we're out. If you would like any more information on Indigo Hub or our Indigo support group, then please check out our website below, or our link to our social media platforms, or email at indigohub.adhd@gmail.com. If you would like to offer any comments, feedback, get support, or if you're interested in the world hearing your story, then please reach out through any of our avenues. As said before, have a positive week. Check in again later. And we're out. The Indigo Diaries. And we're back. So before the break, we were talking about session 1 and 2, which was pick your brain and open your mind sessions. So what can we expect from 3 and 4? So 3 are my top I sessions. So this is something that I've brought to my diaries, which is kind of like my blog, my comic blog. So top I means top kind of info sessions. These are very, very quick tip episodes that I see work for many people. I might find, it might be based on the topic or the questions. I might find some quick tips and tricks that might work for many. And then I will try and leave it quite open-ended so that people can adapt it for ourselves or get inspiration from. Because tips and tricks like we talked about in series 2 it's very easy to do that. But you can adapt it for yourself. So I'm going to try and make them as adaptable as you can for your life. Okay. So very quick tips and tricks sessions. Then number 4, which is probably the most exciting for me, starting the conversation. This will either be a diary entry or experience of others or a client or lots of other things. And I will then discuss it. I might even get somebody else on, and how we could approach it in that person's life. So a bit like a scenario. I'll play out a scenario. We'll talk about how we would, give advice on that, how we may coach that. And then it goes from there, and people can kind of evoke their awareness from that, and basically starting the conversation of different topics. And that might come up, even might get somebody that wants to come on and they tell me about their topic and we discuss their life and things like that, if people want to do that. So they're kind of the 4 sessions. And they, like I said, they will vary. I'm going to keep it very one here, there, and everywhere. And I think that will keep me interested and you, because we all know that ADHD and interest is a huge topic. So pick brain sessions, open mind sessions, top eye sessions, and starting the conversation. I really hope that this brings kind of fresh, new ideas, and also means it helps people in as well, you know, double sword. I really want to get that out there, and people that really can't find coaching accessible, making some sort of accessible help for them. And next week we'll be launching the first episode, and I cannot wait. I actually haven't chose which 4 I'm going to start with yet, but I just want to say, if you're interested in coming on as a guest for Pick My Brain sessions as an expert, you have questions, you have dilemmas, or you want to share your experience, that what you would like advice on and starting the conversation, or you would like to come on series 1 where the world can hear your story, then please reach out. Okay. For our social media avenues, which you heard on the advert, they're always below, and my email. I will always answer. I'm always here. Okay. And that's a wrap. So my encouragement of the week, which I bring in every series, and I'm going to continue. The start of something new brings the hope of something great. Anything is possible. And I really believe that anything is possible with this series. Something new, a new start. And I can't wait. And I hope that you come, learn, listen, and experience the world through not my eyes, but our eyes. Why not? Have a great week, everyone. And we're out. Dear Diary, as Indigo Hub's process goes on, it makes me stop and wonder, could there be more for us? More light, more experience, and more ways to see the world through our own eyes. I think this journey will be